Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 20. I think that's right.
Yeah, episode 20.
In this episode, we are first going to just quickly show you some work we did between episodes on this castle. You'll remember the tower from last time, but between episodes, we started working on the main part of the castle over here. It actually looks good from this angle, I gotta say.
We're coming up with a bit of an idea here, and we were thinking what we do is have like a tiny little shack on the surface. It could be a shack, or it could be like a ruined building. We'll see. But we'll have like a little like abandoned little thing on the surface. You walk inside, you press a button or something, and you just like drop into the ravine base, directly into the ravine base.
We want to make a better entrance,
yeah,
pretty much, than whatever this is over here.
Yeah, exactly. I'm starting to think that the best spot could be just like if you go straight ahead instead of turning left into the storage room.
Yeah, this
you
spot
just go
here.
Straight ahead. And what we could have is like a secret hidden piston door.
Let's build a piston door here.
Piston door.
For starters.
And then I don't know what elevator we'll use.
So let's see if this powers both of the pistons or just one.
Just one.
Okay.
Alright, so
we want to power both simultaneously, obviously.
So, I have an idea of what we can do. Do you have one torch or more than one?
I have one.
Well, if you put a torch on top of the block, that powers both.
So where are we going to place the torch? Here?
What? Oh.
So that definitely didn't work, but
try again.
That was something. I'll try it one more time.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've actually been working at this for a little while, and we changed our design idea a little bit, but we think it's good now because, as you'll see, we've successfully made several stages of this.
Yeah. So we scrapped the redstone torch idea, but now we have this big clunky lever, but it works, which is more important.
You hit
than
the lever.
A redstone torch.
You go in here. Check this out.
Look at here. So if we both come through, then
here,
you can
go first.
You can close it up too from the inside.
So you hit this.
Yeah.
It locks it up.
And then look what happens. Hop in this one. Phew.
Here, I'll go in as well.
I'm already up at the surface. Look how fast. Wow.
A little lag there, but
yeah.
And here's the surface. So we've closed off the other staircase that we used to have that was really clumsy and ugly.
Other side over there.
And we're gonna put some sort of like glass roof over the top of the ravine at some point soon. Maybe even in the second half of this episode.
Yeah. We were just thinking like we built the entrance, so like we want to kind of just close it off, you know.
And then to go back in, you just come up to here and you drop down. And my brother will explain how we're gonna make it look prettier pretty soon.
Yeah. So basically, we were thinking we'd do like kind of a hot springs type of a thing. Since we have these like bubbles coming up, we could create like a little pool up here. Yeah. So we'll probably address that in this episode. But for now, I think we should try to close off this ravine maybe. And that's going to involve a lot of glass.
Okay, so we actually just finished making the glass cover.
Yeah, and we're just running through a base now, and
so check this out.
It feels much more like a base since we did this. Wow.
Oh, it looks so cool.
It feels...
I love it.
For me, it feels like it finally feels like enclosed and like... I don't quite know how to describe it. It just feels like it's now our home instead of just like a ravine, you know?
So I'll just show you real quick. We'll cut to a view of it from above. Boom, there it is. It looks so cool from above too.
I can't decide which one looks better, from below or above.
If you just imagine like stumbling upon this in the forest. Oh, and by the way, we're planning to at some point maybe replace the stone brick around the border here with something cooler. So maybe like a glowing block, either like glowstone or like sea lanterns, my brother was saying.
Something along those lines.
It would look so cool.
Yeah, it just looks so futuristic and like almost like apocalyptic. It's like
and you can see our little path like through the. I love it.
Yeah.
Grass down there with like. It looks amazing. Yeah.
And the fact that you can walk around on it, it's like it's so, like once we get more stuff in the ravine, it'll be like such a showcase of what we've been doing down there. So.
Yeah. So the next thing we're gonna do, I think, is go back to now that we have our entrance and exit of the ravine. have it closed off too.
Yeah.
We're gonna go back to the castle, which, as you can see, our main, like the one tower we've really built, is right there.
Yeah. And
So what we're thinking,
conveniently, actually,
just turn this way.
we were thinking of actually continuing the castle out here and changing up the scale a little bit. We wanted to make it bigger.
We were already considering like continuing the castle back this way, like on top of
Yeah.
this, but we want to build like a bunch of it around here, like up on this, and then on this little island as well. We also want to maybe widen this little water canal here more. So we'll have some of the castle on this island. We have this little sandbar. We have like a little like area where you can like ride boats
Yeah,
or like
yeah.
a little moat type thing. And then we have our own personal like bay here
Yeah, we were
with a
thinking
beach.
putting boats in that. I think that could be really cool.
So the next thing we're going to do basically is just spend a really long time pretty much just deforesting. We're going to cut down like all these trees and then all the trees up along around this crest here as well, and then sort of like, you know, contour the land a little better, like
Yeah.
the curves flatten.
And then the next step will be planning out where buildings are going to go in the castle.
Okay, we have successfully cleared out a lot of trees and flattened a lot of land.
Yeah.
We're basically just preparing to build this castle
Yeah.
as best as possible.
So we cleared out all the trees on the island, and then we're
This island
wanted to
here.
take a break. But then we cleared out all the trees on the mainland, which is this kind of coast I'm running on right now. And then we wanted to take a break, but we reached within us and found the strength to flatten it as well. And so now we have kind of a clean slate to work with for building this castle.
Yeah, we just wanted like a place to start working.
Yeah.
As you can see, too, we got like a little setup here with some chests and crafting table, and there are some beds over there. You just can't see them. So we're going to be spending a lot of time in this area.
Yeah.
Starting now, building.
Yeah.
So I think what we're going to do now is kind of just, I'm going to head over here, and we are going to, I guess, just sort of lay out like a kind of a shape of the foundation of the building we're going to build on here.
So what if we put like the castle gatehouse kind of thing like here-ish?
Oh yeah, that's good. It's not actually centered, but I actually like it there better than.
And then this like dotted line here could represent like the gate or whatever.
Oh, so that square is going to be like a tower.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was
Cool.
thinking.
Okay.
And then this would be like another one here.
Okay.
What's that looking like?
I think it should go a little further out.
like
this way.
one more of those blocks.
Maybe even a little more.
I mean, it's a big gate for the castle. Yeah. How is this looking?
Okay, actually that's fine. Yeah.
I think that's
That's
in
perfect.
scale. I think that's in scale.
That's gonna look so good. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's already looking kind of. I'm looking at my brother's screen. It's looking pretty good.
Okay.
From a distance.
Okay, so we're getting some good progress done on a bit of an outline for the building up here. As you might see, this strip of land is pretty thin, but we're just going to kind of extend it back and chop trees as needed as we like flush out the castle. You don't really know. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Oh, armor is OP.
Like, I was thinking for the tower I'm building right now, could be like very squat but very wide. So like maybe
So this circle here
yeah.
is going to be shorter than
the
entrance
gatehouse,
towers.
Yeah. Like it could be like something where we put like a catapult on top of it or something like that, like a statue, or like because the gatehouse may be like, you see the tree in the background that's like up there,
This
yeah,
guy.
that one. I was thinking the gatehouse could be up that height,
Top.
whereas that one could be maybe even a few blocks wider, but maybe just at the level of like that mountain behind it, something like that.
Okay.
And we've been busy off camera, and this is the fruit of our labor.
Bit of an update for you.
Yeah, so what we did is we pushed back the land a bunch. As you can see, it's now at the same level, going back maybe twice as far as it was before.
At least, yeah.
Yeah.
And we've got quite a bit of the outline and sort of the plan, the skeleton for what this main part of the castle is going to look like. Remember, this
Yeah.
is the gate.
Yeah.
I'll just go over here.
And looking at it from this angle, I was thinking like where it kind of comes up there in that back right corner behind that wall. We could have like a kind of main kind of palace throne room area that's kind of raised up from the rest of everything else. And then of course we're gonna include the island in the castle, and that's gonna
Yeah,
be cool.
part of it is on here.
Part
It'll
of it's on
connect
there.
some sort of bridge.
Yeah.
Eventually, this is all going to be like built up. Like
Maybe this will be part of the city eventually. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's all gonna be kind of
there's
part of
you.
the same build though.
Right.
Yeah.
So it won't actually be granite. Just in case that's not clear, this is just like our a plan of the outline. We're going to replace this with our castle blocks, which are
Yep.
block palettes similar to this tower, probably.
Yeah. And
We got our
also
ravine.
something else that we've been doing that I'm really liking is using where the natural landscape is to put towers and structures in the castle. Because like as you can see on the corner here, there's kind of a natural circle type
that
thing.
and this circle.
Yeah, in that circle. So like we just put circles there, and then it feels like the land's like built up into what the castle is. Like it makes it, I feel like, stronger and more structured.
It's true.
Yeah, I
I'm
like
just gonna
that a lot.
come over here. I think this is a decent update. I think
Yeah.
what are we gonna do next? Just finish any final touches on this like outline, this granite
I want
outline,
to finish up the plan for a section of it, and then
and then
start
yeah,
actually getting blocks down.
basically more or less the next thing we're gonna do is replace these blocks with our actual castle blocks, like different
Yeah.
types of stone and
Maybe a
whatnot.
little bit more planning, but we're working towards moving into actually getting this castle together.
Yeah,
You could show them the wall from a view up on that island.
yeah.
It's a
This
nice
area,
view.
this is sort of my brother's design for like a. I think it makes sense. Like we've got the water here. We need like a way to keep out like as the water
Yeah.
rises like
Yeah.
in different seasons.
It's supposed to be kind of like a retaining wall almost, or like I don't know.
Yeah,
But I think it looks good. Like
it makes sense. Like we have this
yeah.
whole flat area up here and then this cliff. You would need some structure like this, like
Yeah.
in the real world.
No, definitely. And yeah, we're gonna work on the gatehouse coming soon. Maybe this set, maybe the next. We'll have to see how much time we have left. But I think it's coming along really well. And welcome back. We've been doing a lot of work off camera, as you can see. We decided to just bring up the gatehouse. We thought that was a good place to start. I mean, it's the first. It's kind of the entryway and the center point of the castle, and
Yep.
it's a good starting place to kind of get the idea for the design we're going for. A few things to note about it are
Well, so number one, the materials used here are not the final materials.
yeah, exactly.
They weren't obviously before when we were doing the granite thing. We were saying that also, but now we decided to just like use basically all cobblestone for this main archway for now because we think it'll be sort of mostly cobblestone, and we'll go back through later and like replace blocks
And
here
make
and there with
frames and stuff around
other
it,
textures,
yeah.
build like like stripes up in like
Yeah.
like to make frames, pillars. The little spire towers on top here, we did as granite for now. They will probably be
Yeah.
something else that's sort of like a different color from this,
And the
like
reason-
something
yeah.
reddish.
The reasoning behind using granite is we wanted to just see the contrast in between the stone. You know,
The colors.
Yeah, we wanted to see what it was looking like. But I think it's really nice, and I think the spires give it a really nice
Yeah,
touch.
I just want to go over here to show the way it looks in the context of the plan of the whole rest of sort of the castle compound here.
And what we found interesting is when it's just a plan, it's really hard to get the sense of just how big it's going to be. But once you start bringing it up in the vertical direction, like wow, doesn't this look so big?
We actually had to make
Like,
the
it's
side
incredible.
towers a little bit smaller, a
Yeah.
little bit thinner than we
Because
planned.
it was just so big.
What
you
will
know?
probably end up happening too is these circles will be smaller than they look now.
Yeah.
Because once you bring them up, it's just they appear too wide. We had to
Yeah.
shrink these by like 2 blocks
Yeah.
in every
Like,
dimension.
Yeah, it's incredible
But-
how much more substantial things look once they're all in stone and brought up into the sky.
So basically, we're just like continuing to do this castle thing in small stages. Again, we're gonna be refining the material here a little bit, so it's not just all cobblestone. We decided to use cobblestone for now, since that'll be like one of the primary materials.
Yeah,
So we'll just have to replace
definitely.
some of the blocks.
And
Rather than,
guys, this build is going to use so much cobblestone. We were talking about it, probably close to like maybe 25, 30 double chests of cobblestone.
yeah, at least.
Like
And
an incredible amount. Like,
it looks pretty good though. Like
yeah,
honestly, if you imagine this, but like expand it out to all of the plan you see
yeah,
here,
and more detailed.
and then like some of these towers in the back will be like even taller.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
we'll do up the whole inside with like a balcony around and like a little courtyard and like decorated, and we'll have enclosed buildings, and
yeah,
it's gonna really come together. We'll have some of the castle over here,
yeah, yeah,
which we've been working on flattening a bit. We sort of stopped in
yeah.
the middle.
And I'm really liking the wall over there, the retaining wall holding up
Yeah, the
that
retaining
castle
wall is
side.
great. Yeah.
Yeah,
So again, I think what we're gonna do now is sort of end this here, and then between now and the next episode, we will just continue to work on building up the castle based
yeah,
on our plan, modifying the plan bits and like in small places where we need to, as we see fit, as we're going,
yeah,
and also refining the materials, fixing up,
yeah.
so it's not just cobble and granite, but making it actually look nice,
And
making this
then
some kind of nice
when we
detailed.
come back in the next episode, we'll be moving into doing more of that as well. Like, probably we'll be bringing in a plan for the island over there because
Yep.
that's looking pretty bare right now.
We might do some interior work, all kinds
Yeah,
of fun stuff.
yeah. But the next few episodes are gonna be working on the castle. So
So yeah.